G'day friends, welcome to our Facebook Live. It's Vicky Wright, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Australia. I know I've changed our lives from Monday night to today, Wednesdays, but I'm hoping that I'll be more organised. I tend not to do anything at night only because of not being able to see properly. So hopefully this will be a better time. If you don't join us or you can't join us, the replay will be available for you. Okay, so today, well this week I've been showcasing the lovely hues of happiness suite, along with the DSP, the stamp set and dies. So this is what I've been highlighting this week, just this suite. So I thought we'd play with just the stamp set and the dies today with a little bit of sponging. It's a pretty easy card. I don't know how it'll turn out, so we'll just have to play it by ear. Okay, so I put a list up of the things that you needed, but if you don't want to, you don't have to stamp along with me. So what we're going to do is grab a piece of, I'm using basic white, so that's my basic white. Then I've die cut a circle in the middle of a scrap piece of paper. So what I'm actually going to do is put this paper over the top of the over the top of the basic white. Now, I was going to use my masking sheets, but for some reason I've put them in a safe spot and I can't find them now, but that's okay, we'll get around it. So I'm just going to tape this down with old washi tape so that it stays in place. And I'm putting this on the wrong side, okay? Just like that. Then we'll turn it over. So that's what we're going to work in this area here. Okie dokie. I won't tape. Yeah, I'll tape this down. I can always take it off if I don't want it, but we'll see how we go. Okay. Now I've got a scrap piece of paper underneath my draft paper only because I tend to make a mess and I don't want ink to get over my card. Okie dokie, so we're going to bring in our blending brushes, and I'm going to be using Melon Mambo, and I think we'll bring in Gorgeous Grape too. So we'll just see how we go. So we'll start off with, the Melon Mambo. So hopefully everyone will be able to see this. When I use my blending brushes, I tend to just pick up a little bit at a time, and I will start off on the scrap card paper and I blend just softly along the bottom and around. Just small circular motions. It doesn't have to be in a straight line. And I'll just continue until I'm happy with the depth of colour and my coverage. Just nice and slow, and I'll just pick up a little bit again and around. Small circular motions. I'm not pressing my blending brush real hard. I'm just holding it on the side. If you wanted to, you could hold it back here and do the same thing. It'll work the same way. But I just like to hold mine here. I just feel like I've got more control. And I think that's okay. Then I just bring in one of these microfiber cloths, and I just gently wipe the excess off. Just like that. I will rinse them out with warm soapy water every so often and let it dry overnight, only because I don't have a brush for every colour. Then we're going to bring in our gorgeous scrape, and the same thing, I'm just doing it very, very gentle, and I'm starting off the cardstock and I'm blending over it. Only because I don't want that big job sitting in the middle. I'm not getting a good coverage here. So I'm just very, very gently blending. Now I'm not going into down to this colour yet. I'm going to work to that colour, to the Malamambo, only because I don't want to create a different colour. So I'm just working around it for the moment. Just nice and gentle and slow, small. Now I'll come down and just blend those two colours so that I don't have white space between the two colours. I might just do that once more. Now this is a very, very simple card. I did see something on Pinterest very similar to what I wanted to do, and I think they've used the paper, but of course I can't find it now, so that'll do us. Oops. And again, I'm just going to rub the excess off onto our cloth. Just like that. Put those way out of the way because we're finished with those at the moment. And I'm just going to very gently take our scrap paper off. Won't matter if it rips a little bit at the back, because we're not going to see that. Get rid of that. And that is what we want our card to look like. So once we've done that, I might just get this cloth, I think. Oh, I haven't got a tissue. I might just rub the excess off just to be on the safe side. Just like that. Okay, so we've done that. Then I'm going to bring in our sentiment. I think I'll do that next before I put it on the base card. I should have the stamp erratas out, but I will move that scrap piece of paper. So can you see that? So I'll just line that up nice and straight. And I'm going to be using sending many thanks for all you do. And I think we will stamp it in gorgeous grey. Okay. Now, I can't see your comments or if anyone's watching at the moment because I forgot to bring my iPad in. So, hoping, I might try it on scrap paper first. Yep. I always stamp on scrap paper so that I know it's going to be straight. Well, hoping that it'll be straight. Fingers crossed. Yep. So we've done that. Before we put it together, I think what we'll do now is put this onto our base card. So I'm just using the liquid glue. Just like that. As I said, it's a pretty easy, straightforward card. So now we're going to bring in our images. Now I've pre-stamped and pre-cut some flowers just to save time. I've done 4 flowers, as I'm not sure what I'll use yet. And I've done a couple of different leaves as well. Again, I wasn't too sure. So what we're going to do first is we're going to colour our leaves with our Granny Apple green Stampin' Blends. Now, hopefully you can see this. When I colour, I just flick, and I'm using the nib end. And I'll come in with my light. I'm not too worried if I have white spaces, because that just adds a little bit more interest. So that's one done. I'll do this one. Same thing. I just flick. Everyone colours different, but I'm just flicking. When I flick, I just flick with my wrist, and then I come in again and just go over the edge of it, again with the nib. just like that. I don't press too heavy either, but as I said, everyone's a little bit different. So we'll do this one too, just in case we'll be ready. And when you're doing your dark colour, don't do them all the same length. Do them different lengths, so it's like your veins and your leaves. Go over this a little bit more. And that'll do. If we need that one, I'll come back and do that. So now, as I said, we've got 3 pre-stamped and pre-cut flowers. And we're going to use our sponge daubers this time, because all I want to do is add a little bit of colour. So we'll use Malamambo. Oh, that's Gorgeous Grape. We'll use that. Malamambo. And we'll throw in some Daffodil Delight. See how that goes. So I'm going to do this one with the Daffodil Delight, because I want it to pop up the top. I hope you can see all this and what I'm doing. So I'm just slightly applying some colour to our ink, and I'm taking off that big blob, and then I'm just daubing colour. I move my image as I'm doing it. And I'm just applying, I'll apply dark at the top, and we'll just apply a little bit of yellow down the bottom. And I can always come back and add more colour later on. So we might do this one. Let's do this Gorgeous Grape, eh? See how we go. Move that out of the way. I might bring in that sheet. And what did I say? Gorgeous Grape. Again, I'm just daubing it very lightly, taking off that blob and just taking it around. And I'm just going to apply, just very lightly, just to different sections of the flower or the petals. And I think that'll do. So what I'm going to do now is grab our Daffodil Delight dauber and just go in the middle and apply a little bit of yellow. And I think that'll be okay. And we'll bring in another one, and we might do this one, Malamambo, and see how we go. Again, I'm just lightly daubing it, taking off that excess and adding a little bit of colour with the dauber. If you wanted to, you could colour these with your pencils, water painter, blender pens even, or Stampin' Blends. And I think that'll do. So, remove that piece, bring in our card again, and all we're going to do now is arrange this over the top like that. I think that looks okay. So we'll bring in our dimensionals. Now I've only got the little ones, but that's okay. We call them the mini ones. Just means we use more. And we'll put these on here at the same time. Just like that. And I've probably gone overboard. Just like that. And this one. The sticky lid's getting stuck. Okay, so let's redo that. So I'll put that there. Put that there. And I'll put that there. And then what we'll do is I'm not too worried if that goes over the edge, but in saying that, I might put that there. And that can go there. No, that'll do me. And I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the bottom. Actually, I might put that up there. That there. Just stand up. So that's that. And g'day Marnie, how are you? I was only thinking about you the other day. Yes or no? What do you think? Then I think what we'll do is finish it off with a couple of the glossy dots assortments. And I'll keep with the purple, the gorgeous stripe. That there, and we'll do one more, I think. How's that look? And that is our card for today, using the lovely, thank you, Anne, and thanks for watching. And didn't I have a leaf there? Did I have a leaf there? I did, didn't I? Thank you. I'm happy with it too, actually, considering I didn't know how it was going to turn out. So let's just see if we can move this. We're not going to see that. Yep. So we'll have this there. And I might move this if I can. Oops, no. Oh, that's right, I've sponged it, haven't I? So that'll have to stay there. So that is our card. I'm going to add one more. Probably ruin this, but that's all right. Yep. And that is our card for today. And thank you for watching. Thanks, Anne. I appreciate it. Okay, so hopefully you've enjoyed that. And enjoy your day. And we'll see you next time. Okay, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. See ya. Hooray.